Move over.
Alrighty. Hello, hello, hello. How's it going, friends? Guapa, CEB, Seb, Anchor, Herbologist, Cloud Yak, hello. Halfling Barista, Scruffy Mark, seeing a lot of Gateron X builds recently. Yeah. There's been a good number of new Gateron X builds. Maybe it's because of the new shipment of the R2 ones. Lasercrafter, hello. Cloudiac, Pork, thank you so much for the 20 months. Thank you. Minside E, thank you. Hello. Ankit, thank you so much for the 3 months. How are you? Friendship, Funzy, Nuclear Nachos. Oh, Funzy, you're up late again. Odian, hello. Chad McHandsome, hello. Hi. Captain Mike, hello. Cobra. Daal, let's go, indeed. You take good pics? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't always think so, but I appreciate the kind words. So I hope you all had a good weekend. How's your all's weekends? What do you guys do? Just got Hebe re-legendables and Salvin caps today? Oh, I actually wonder if mine are coming in. Let me see. I don't think I've gotten tracking, have I? Order. Have I gotten any tracking for that? Nope, not yet. And then, let's see. Orders. Oh, let's see. Okay, well, guess I don't have tracking for any of those that I'm waiting for yet. I guess soon. Just here for the initial unbox? Ah, got it. Alright, so, yeah, let's get to that, actually. So, let's see, I have 2 pieces to unbox. I mean, just 1 piece of mail, and then, I got some mail from Space Cables, so pretty excited to unbox that. So let's check out what Space sent out. Any weird? Okay, no. Alright. Good evening, hello Viz, hello. So it looks like I got a set of GMK Polybius. I did not order this set actually originally. Mr. Reagan's from Space just got these in. and sent out a set. So very grateful for that to check out. This is a set that was kind of interesting in the sense that it has custom colors for the base, but then it has multicolored legends by using pad printing. So yeah, kind of excited for that. Looks like we have the Polybius beeps and boops. That's man. And I don't know what this is actually. Oh, I think it should be a cable. Looks like a cable. So let's open this up, confirm that it's a cable. Scruffy Marks, that shelf setup looks nice, by the way. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm just getting used to it. It's pretty nice. I do like the space saving aspect. I can have a little bit more space, like kind of because it's like 2 layers now, and like I can put my audio stuff underneath, which kind of it's nice to just kind of have a bit more surface space. So, hello Shinoto keys. Hello, hello. Ooh. Looks like we have this black cable, very nice and simple. It's all black, and I do think the Polybius stuff had a custom Cerakote end. So there is the custom Cerakote end. Let me see. Let's put them together. It uses aviators, so this was part of the group buy cables, but basically there are slight variations between them. And this is a Cerakote aviator cable connector. Oh, it's not focusing, is it? But here it is. Here it is, pretty nice. So it's all black, kind of, and then it has this black connector with kind of like pink and purple splatter. Also, if you're hearing like little banging noises, that's probably the radiator. So oh, this is new. Space is the place. That's new on the Velcro. USB-C to A. So this will come in handy some other time. I wish my landlord turned my heat on. Yeah, I think they turn it on here. We do have a lot of older tenants, so we do tend to get the heat on earlier. So yeah. Pray for my extremities. I pray for thy extremities. Alright, let's open up Polybius just to check out. Just to get a quick look in to the set.
Nice.
Hello, Mr. Hinker. Thank you so much for the 6 months. There's a child crying below me from the cold, I'm guessing. Oh no. That's sad. Alright, can we bet that this is not complete in complete disarray? I have a feeling it probably is. But let's see. It's not bad. They've seen better days, but this is not as bad as some of the ones that I've gotten. Where the GMK tray is kind of a disaster inside. They still did kind of pile up everywhere, so that's kind of annoying, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. So yeah, GMK Polybius. Just to kind of show you the subtle colors. It's like I don't even know how to explain this base color. It's like what is it supposed to be? Hold on. GMK Polybius Keycaps. Okay. GMK Polybius is supposed to be this colors. It looks like it's like this kind of very dark gray kind of tone for the base color. And it's like, I don't know, it's blue, it's like dark blue, dark gray, I'm not sure. It's like bordering on those colors. Deep purple, maybe. It is a little bit hard to describe, by the way. Arcade floor, yeah, that's kind of the vibe. I mean, that's the idea behind it, or at least the kind of inspiration kind of does seem to draw upon that a little bit. like arcade floor like, very like dark base and then like very popping colors. But the novelties, well, not quite the novelties, rather the modifiers do look really nice with the pad print. They do, like, they did come out very sharp. They do have a texture to them, so that's maybe the one thing that's like a drawback, is that they do have texture. So like if you look very closely here, like you will see that it is slightly raised. Anyway, you can trust me on this. It is slightly raised. If you haven't tried GMK UV print or pad print kind of legends, they do have a raised feeling to them. So they do have a texture to them. They are blasted and all, so they do still feel nice and smooth, just like new GMK normally does. Are they UV print? Ooh, I don't know actually. We can actually check. It's like black with lots of dirty shoes and bad vacuums over time. Yeah, okay, that's kind of accurate. UV. Okay, we can try that actually. We can turn off the light here. I do have another light over here, so you can obviously tell it. It's kind of like that. Maybe I should turn on everything. Okay, Google, all lights off. No, not quite. Yeah, I guess not. Also, wait. They should be UV printed, but not reactive. Yeah, it doesn't really look reactive. So, oh wait, is this? Yeah, no, this is the UV light, right? Yeah, this is the UV light. Yeah, this is the UV light. But yeah, I don't really see much reactivity here. All right. Oh well. Okay, Google, all lights on.
Sure, turning 5 things on.
All right, cool. All right, so yeah, so there you have it. This is GMK Polybius. Pretty neat set, to be honest. I'm kind of excited to try it out. Maybe put it on a black keyboard or something. Club vibes and hey, how's it going? It's the cakes. Yeah, no, pretty cool set. Pretty interesting, I would say. Like, it's just different. It's a different kind of set. Definitely not something that you see often for GMK and like whatnot. So I do like the novelty of it. It's a pretty unique set. So I do like that. But yeah, thanks to Space for sending that out. I'll just show you what the dust mat looks like. Dust mat is nice, like this dark gray with the popping colors and geometric figures. I figured I would pick something that was a little bit different. So this looked pretty cool. But yeah. Many thanks to Mr. Reagan of Space for sending those out. Alright, so let's get started here. We are gonna get started here with the Daal proto build. So you might have seen already, but the proto is a silver unit. We have our TX stabs over here. We have some Gatex. I believe these are R1, I guess, because these are the yellow stems. I already tested the PCB, so no need to test that. We have daughter board and LED for any like indicators, extra hardware. 75A FKM. These are the O-rings that go around the tabs of the PCB, which I'll show you how they work. 420 flash it, yeah. Flashed on 420. That's a real baking process. Baked more than potatoes of code lines. Oh my goodness, that bang sound is atrocious. Alright, there it is. Truly atrocious sound there. Maybe I should turn on the noise filter, but it's okay for now. Alright, so it's an HHKB layout, Daal prototype. If you don't know, Ankit works. Ankit, they're based in the West Coast, and I actually met them at the NorCal meetup for the first time and tried the Daal there. I was actually pretty impressed. It's really nice typing wise. I just remember like the brief bit that I tried it. How thick is the weight? I'm not sure. We can measure it, but it doesn't look like it's thicker than a few millimeters, like 2-3 millimeters, like 3 millimeters probably. Yeah, I don't really 2 millimeter. There you go. So yeah, it doesn't look that thick. But it's a nice lightweight-ish board. It does have so what's unique about this is that basically the PCB is mounted there to the floor of the base with these O-rings to kind of dampen the typing. And so here is the side profile of the case. Nice and clean. I do like this little sort of I don't know, what do you call it, like a cut, sort of like to give it some shape. Very nice, kind of reminds you of that LZSE sort of form. The sides look pretty clean. Everything looks nice. So it's silver anodized, so nothing too crazy here. But yeah, really nice and clean. But yeah, I remember just trying it very briefly at the NorCal meetup, and I had a good time trying it. And I was like, I love plateless boards. So it's really nice to see more plateless kind of boards out there. Just in general, I'm pretty ecstatic about it, just because it's a nice typing experience in my opinion. That said, I mean, plates do have their place for keyboards, so I'm not discounting that either. Alright, so I already tested the PCBs, so we're not gonna go ahead and do that. I will actually just open up the case and kind of show you the internals here, just so that you guys can see it. So we have a couple of screws here. Okay. Hove KB, hello. Not Mason565, hello. Windy Nia, Daal is very nice. Hello. Are you wearing a Snoopy T-shirt? It's a sweater, but yeah, it's from the Uniqlo Cause collection or whatever. The one that came out like 5 years ago or something like that. It was a while back. This is all I remember. I have that one too. Oh, nice. Yeah, I actually bought like pretty much almost everything in that collection because I really like Snoopy, like Charlie Brown kind of stuff. And also I really like the colors. It was like kind of like achromatic, like monochromatic, and there were just like many design options, so I kind of enjoyed that. So yeah, I remember buying a bunch of those, and also the Sesame Street ones. And that's second, you just completed the collection too? Yeah, so it kind of matches this artisan keycap set that I completed recently. So this was from Omnicollectics Charlie Brown theme sale, and I recently completed this set. Very cute. Thoughts on Meteor White switches? I do know a lot of people do enjoy SB Stars quite a lot. Their SB Star switches in general are pretty clacky, sort of like a very prominent kind of sound. Obviously, if you lube them, you'll dampen that sound a little bit, but they generally tend to be kind of on the louder side for sound, and they feel very smooth, if I recall correctly. So yeah, I think it's a very enjoyable switch. A lot of people do like them. So, all right, so here's the internals. Internal, very simple cutouts for those O-rings to sit in, as the case sandwiches the PCB here. Nothing crazy. Some alignment pins here for the new revision of the prototype. And here we have the base. So the base looks like that. Again, cutouts for those O-rings to sit in. That's the daughter board slot. It only uses 2 screws, and the cable gets routed underneath and out through here and plugs into the PCB. And as was mentioned in chat, this brass weight is pretty thin, 2mm thick, and it's held by these 5 screws. And yes, this is indeed Daal Proto 3 Ankit Works 2022, and this is indeed Comic Sans, if you did not know. The greatest font of all time, just kidding. But still pretty fun. We need a Daal drop test. It's not my board, so I'm a little scared doing that, but with permission I would. But for now, I'll actually bolt the case down, just so I don't accidentally open up a part or anything. Please no. There you have it. So, very simple. Throw test. Let me make sure I have my TGR Alice on the bed as well. Is the enter on your Jane seated wrong? Oh yeah, it is. You're right. I must have pressed it hard on one side. There we go. Yeah, it was seated. It was seated a little up on one side. Yeah. Nice catch. Alright, so PCB is tested. I know it works on vial, whatever you want to call it. So it identifies there, which is pretty nice. Very nice and simple. In terms of programmability, it's pretty much the same as VIA. And let's see. Okay, so I guess we can just get started. So let's get those stabs lubed. Oh, so actually let me demo kind of like what I mean by how it works. So this is a PCB-only build. It does not require a plate, and the way it works is you have these 4 O-rings, 2 different sizes, of course, bigger one for the bigger tab and smaller one for the smaller tab. But basically, once the assembly is done with the switches, you just wrap the tab with the O-ring on both sides, right? On all 4 sides, rather, right? So it's pretty simple, right? And then you just place it into the case. So the O-ring is basically dampening some of that, you know, so that it doesn't like sound like a 4x4 PCB just clanging in there. But yeah, that's kind of the idea of this. It's a nice and simple way of just kind of holding this in place. And of course you can change the hardness of this O-ring, which allows you to kind of experiment a little bit with it. But I do think that it probably is very good that it was chosen to be on the harder side, because that's pretty much the only material between the case and the PCB. So looks like it would be bouncy. Mayhaps. I don't know actually. I remember it being soft and it sounded nice. But I honestly didn't type on it for too long to remember if it was bouncy or not. But it was nice. I would say like with 75A, it might not be bouncy per se. It might just be nice and like comfortable to type on. Just because it's also like playlist. All right. Hard to tell it meets. Yeah, it is. It is. Okay, so it is an HKB layout board only, in case you did not notice. And this is a 7U only PCB right now for the prototype. However, the production will have compatibility for other layouts. There will be 10U support. There will be Win keyless support, and escape LED spot is what I have here from ankit. Yeah, so you can build it with 10U. 10U would essentially cover this entire 10U, 7U plus 3. So here, all this thing, right? So 10U, you could do that if I had the production unit here. For stabs, I'm going to build it HKB style. So that will be left shift and enter only for stabs. I have a preference for stepped caps or step control, whichever you want to call it, on pretty much every board. Mostly in the sense that I just enjoy the look of stepped over regular, even though I actually map control on that caps lock position for every single board I own. Even if it's an OEM, I actually just use like software like AutoHotkey or directly on the settings for the keyboard. For on like, you know, the OS, I map it to control. I don't use caps lock pretty much. I only use caps lock maybe when doing data entry and requiring that, but otherwise never use caps lock. So I map control there on every single board. And yeah, you can find some 10U caps that use 7U wire, but most use 8U wire or something. Yeah, I remember it uses the longer wire, right? So when keyless available in group buy, yeah, just check the IC thread if that's unclear. So there will be when keyless and HHKB from what it is looking like here. Yes, compatibility, supported layouts. That's what it says right there. There's a nice render for it, so you can look at the thread, which is actually pretty well organized. I ordered 35 when keyless and 15 HKB. Very nice. Okay, so where's my lube? Here, 205. And my brush here. It will also be open source. Infected Cutie. 3 AM stream feels bad. I'm sorry. It definitely is unfortunate that my stream times are absolutely horrible for anyone in the EU. That's just, yeah. Mostly because my schedule is very daytime focused. For maybe for outside of keyboard stuff. This is my hobby time per se. So only happens after I'm back. Is this GB? I thought it was going to be in stock. You are probably right. Yes. Ankit just said that he ordered 35 in wing keyless and 15 in HKB, so I believe that means it's in stock. Which is pretty poggers. I think that's really nice. In stock sales, honestly, are a godsend. The fact that people are able to do that is remarkable. But it is nice to see the hobby sort of move towards that. Group by model is definitely faulty in its own ways. Has its merit, especially in making things happen that you previously thought they weren't, or that couldn't be done. It brings designs or projects to fruition, to being created, but fulfillment-wise, yeah, it's not the ideal thing to do. Is the next thing the hobby's gonna move to? Yeah, naturally. Naturally, we'll see keyboard kits, like even if custom keyboards. Even if it's custom keyboards, we'll just see keyboard kits in stock, like on shelves. I do kind of see that will be a future at some point. Like there will be some maybe companies, you know, some businesses that might scale and actually manage to just keep a consistent number of custom keyboard kits in stock, like beyond. Even just like, it doesn't have to be like, you know, in this case, like the Brutalist series from like Keycaps, for example, is a very good example of that, where it's all custom keyboards and they have different layouts and they pretty much are constantly in stock in different color variations and options, which is super nice. But I do imagine there will be more of that in general, which is great. Infected Cutie, I know you didn't have to, but you still did. I appreciate the tier 1. That's very nice of you. Hello, Amarade. Hello. Hope you're having a great start to the week. So far, so good. Although pretty busy, I have to admit. I'm progressively getting busier. I actually was thinking to myself yesterday that I'm pretty glad that I made the conscious choice of closing commissions, because I do have a very busy few months ahead, outside of keyboards and within keyboards, and so it's good that I knew what my cap was there, within reason. It could have, it can easily slip where you think that things are going to be fine, but
What's up, my boy?
yeah, it's a little difficult. Oh, what's up, my boy? Hello, Nick the Lord. How are you, my friend? How are you doing? Hope you have had a good start to your week. Or if it starts in a bit, well, I hope it's a good start of to your work week. Good to see you. Hey, cute deathmat. Thank you, Hinker. Busy is good, but very busy is not. Yeah. Yeah. So I try to kind of keep myself in balance there. So hopefully everything will go according to plan. And I'm not gonna like overwhelm myself too much or anything like that. Definitely happens. I think one thing that I did notice today, today was like a very kind of gloomy day here in New York City. It's been basically cloudy and raining all day today, and significantly colder than previous days. And I do get a bit of seasonal shifts in my mood. And you know that like that dreadful feeling of, oh, I should be doing something when you're outside. That's like much stronger when the weather's like this. It's like because it kind of feels like it's weather to not spend outside in. It makes me feel like, oh, like I should be doing stuff. And so I was like, yeah, wintertime is a tough time to keep productive. Whoa, is this Daal? Yeah. Rizma, Thrash and Tony, hola. Hola, papi. Is this a personal build or commission? This is a prototype build for the designer. So this is being done on behalf of the designer, who is ankit.
Hello. It's raining here. Too sleepy day to start work.
Hello. Demos, thank you so much for the Prime sub. It is raining here. Too sleepy day. Yeah, yeah, same here. And as Nick said, we do have rain until Wednesday, so it's gonna be a little bit of a depressing week for me. Just gonna have to keep my head down and you know, get to work. But today was actually a pretty decent day, productivity-wise. Rizma, thank you so much for the 2 months. Thank you so much for the Prime. Appreciate it. Super nice of you. You could have chosen any of the thousands of Twitch affiliates and partners out there, but you still chose me, which is something I'm very thankful for. Thank you. So yeah, y'all. Do y'all have plans for the fall before it gets too cold? Like stuff you want to do before it gets too cold? I mean, if you're in the northern hemisphere, of course that matters more, or if you're in a place where the weather does have significant changes. But if not, otherwise, do you have any plans for the season? Like going on a vacation or visiting family? Maybe just getting certain stuff done, projects. This fall I actually told myself I maybe wanted to get a bike, so I am interested in cycling, and I was like telling myself, oh, maybe I should get a bike for the fall so I can like bike around like the city and stuff. But that kind of fell through timing wise. It's already a little bit getting colder, and by the time I would get any parts it would be kind of too late, so I'm postponing that to spring. But that was my initial project in mind, but that didn't work out. Alex is building a 3CV2. That's a cooler board. Bye, Diego. Okay, Ankit. Bye. Enjoy. It's not in this scuff corner blocker layout either. I feel bad for not doing anything on my day off, but this is my only day off. Yeah, so days off wise, I actually don't have any days off until, let me think. I think we get election day off. like, you know, one day in November, if there's like any election stuff going on for like local or federal, right? And then we also get I mean, we get Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving for me and election day is pretty much the only days I have officially off. And then of course, like later in the winter for end of year. I think that's it. I actually don't have any other like random days off basically. So just kind of have to grind it out for the rest of the year.
Happy Thoctober.
Happy Thoctober! Hello, Mr. Jim. How's it going? Biking the city is practically more dangerous than driving. You're not wrong, Synthetics. But I do live closer to the west side of the city, where there's like a lot of green lanes, and like there's the park where it's basically only people and no cars, and so that's where I would primarily go to. But that said, it is dangerous to drive within the city where there's a lot of car traffic. But yeah, my intention would be to bike in the parts where there's only people on bikes basically, which there are quite a bit of protected bike or runner like lanes. So yeah, so that's probably what I would do. That's not GLaDOS. Yeah, that is not GLaDOS anymore. We had to switch out GLaDOS. GLaDOS had a little rebellious phase, and so GLaDOS had to go for a bit. I used to live in the West Village. Shoot, we were neighbors. Oh, I moved to New Jersey though pretty recently. Oh, I see. West Side is pretty nice in my opinion, but some people do argue it's kind of far from things. I mean, it depends which part, like also where in Manhattan, if you live in Manhattan. But yeah. Sounds a lot like LA. Damn, you're hella busy keyboard and life-wise. Also, hey Diego. Done. Hello. 42069. Nice username number. Blaming server and pictures for my artisan debt. That is not our fault, okay? There is an obvious warning in our server, by the way. If you go to my server and you go to the artisans channel, there is a nice topic that says welcome, and I'm sorry, I guess, courtesy of I think Mr. Mole Emsa. Yeah, so you cannot blame us for this. You're absolutely welcome to be joining, but artisans are a trap and absolutely a hole that you should avoid. If you're you know, averse to spending your money in that way, because it definitely goes very fast, very fast. That channel sucks. I hate it so much. Yeah, imagine. Definitely a least frequented channel in the server for some. You added that after I got in, no fair. Did I? Oh, maybe I did. Yeah. It was because that, I mean, that one line was funny, but yeah. But I mean, people always ask, oh yeah, like what kind of artisans should I get into, or like, can you tell me more about it? I can tell you more about it, but yeah, run while you can is normally my first warning. It's okay, Ankit. You can also blame your friends a little bit, because I know that you have some friends who are into artisans as well, who obviously pulled you into it. Specifically, one person that I'm talking about, but yeah. I'm 3 geek pores away from collecting them all. I am sorry. I am very sorry to inform you, Ankit_TTV, that when you collect them all, you will also see that there is a larger number of ones to collect, to have all again, and then again, and then again, and again, and again. At least until the sculpt is retired. My biggest mistake was winning that first raffle. Yeah, that winners, that luck, that rush from winning, that big W, that first win that gives you that blood rush. It just goes right to your head and you're like, holy moly, it's so good. And then you get it in the mail, and then that rush you get from getting mail, oh boy. GG, lost forever. By taking one W, you take the biggest L in your life. Is artisans, perhaps. I'm of course kidding because I am into them quite a lot, but and I certainly don't regret it because I really do enjoy the artwork and whatnot. But just saying that might be the state of affairs here. I just need a bongo win. I hope you get one, demos. They are statistically pretty hard to win, right? And so, but I do think eventually people do win. It definitely is just a bit of a, yeah, statistical anomaly almost. It's just difficult to win those. But yeah, hopefully you can win one. I blame Tiny for my addiction. Oh, Tiny. Yeah, Tiny definitely is a big gateway to artisans because she is huge on like TikTok and on Twitter and social media in general. And she obviously makes a lot of sculpts and like cute keycaps, super appealing, and you know, content is very frequent too. And yeah, I could see that. When will the law of large numbers be on my side? Oh yes, the law of averages. I won 4 in a row. I don't know if that's good luck or bad. That's a matter of perspective. It's like a glass half full or half empty kind of view. So it could be a good thing. Having to do only 3 stabs feels good every time. Yeah, that's definitely the benefit of HKB layout. Also, no plate I need to work with here, so I can just go with the switch right away. Bongo is hard to win than lottery. Well, actually, but I mean, yeah, it is a difficult lottery kind of thing. Winning every artisan raffle is the best and worst thing that could ever happen. Yeah. You're kind of because once you get that invoice, you're kind of like obligated to pay it. And so yeah, I do tell people, first of all, don't enter anything that you cannot pay for. Like, just don't do that. It's a waste of time for everybody involved. It's like don't get into, like, don't get participate in sales and then decide that you are unable to pay for it. That's just a waste of time. That the like maker has to re-roll stuff and whatever. I can't wait for the Aku doll face. No, nice. That was a good one. That was a good one. The Samurai Jack theme one. All right. Let's test the stabs here. One nice thing about PCB mount and plateless is that you can remove stabs at will. So if I screw up my stabs, maybe Ankit can also take a look at them if they're bad by the time it gets to them. Okay, sounds good. Lightning, what's your take on the no weight of Jane ME? I don't mind it at all. So I've been using this since I built it. This Jane V2 ME, and it pretty much doesn't feel different from my Jane V2, or CE, I guess, because the layout is the same as the CE. But it's kind of the same. Honestly, like the board is heavy enough. I'm not sure if you actually watched the stream, but the weight of the board itself is the same as the CE pretty much, and also the acoustics of it are really not like. There's nothing that I haven't really found anything detrimental about not having a weight. You know what I mean? So I think the only way you can take that as being good versus bad is if you had the option to have the weight. Meaning that if the interior of the case had a slot for a weight, and you actually had a weight to put in and to pull out when if you wanted. And you could compare the difference, like A/B difference, right? Like just do A/B comparison of that, would essentially be where you can actually say like, oh, that's good or bad. But I think design-wise and just the look-wise and the actual physical features of it, without a weight or with a weight, to me it doesn't really matter. I think it's still the JMV2 like language and design that kind of like has been popular, and I honestly couldn't care less. Yeah. What happened to the Z key? So it's because this is in German. It's a quartz layout. So this is the German layout. Is because the keycaps that these came from. The keycaps came from a German layout keyboard, but adapted to US ANSI with some of these extra keys here. That's why. I agree that's Jane, but I don't understand why it's the same amount of money. All alu should be less. So I'm not sure what your comparison is though. Are you comparing it to a keyboard that released in 2018 or something? Because the Jane V2 CE was still like $550 or whatever, or $500 or whatever for, and this was like 4 years ago, 3 years ago. And it's also not all alu because it does have a polished stainless steel back portion as well. Prices are different right now. That's like a fact. I think inflation is a thing, first of all. But that aside though, like the thing is, the design, like, I don't think people understand that there's a correlation that differs here, because like there's the material side, like sure, like this is like the proportion of materials is a bit different, but at the end of the day the pricing is based on what the seller, in this case being the manufacturer, decides that it's going to be, and then ultimately that price also will change when the vendor decides to price it a certain way. But I don't really think that manufacturing prices are, you know, that far off anymore, because like if you actually make your own keyboards, which a lot of designers out there have talked about even in public, it's that yeah, like if you get a quote, they're expensive now. And also this also applies to a lot of people, because there is a not very well kept community secret, or not like, or like people call it the worst kept community secret, in the sense that there's a lot of people who use the same manufacturer because it is basically the most popular manufacturer used in the hobby right now. And supply and demand, right? If that manufacturer is getting all the orders from the people in the community, they can raise their prices however much they want because they have the demand for it, right? But so yeah, like you could blame the vendor, let's assume like you could blame the vendor for setting a certain price, but at the end of the day I do think that the manufacturer is also raising their prices. Like material isn't everything. People, you can't say it is made of this, so therefore the cost should correlate to this. because raw material, because at the end of the day, it's not quite raw material anymore. It's processing that's involved. Yeah, Ankit is right. Material cost pretty negligible compared to machine cost. Yeah, so yeah, it isn't really that you're paying for the processing, right? Like for the manufacturing itself. So that would mean like the milling and the finishing, anodizing, whatever. And keyboards just have gone expensive because costs are up. Like inflation's a real thing. During COVID, there were big power cuts as well due to environmental rule changes. I don't know why this switch is stuck. Maybe I'll use a different one. But yeah, so several things that affected the industry in general, and this goes beyond keyboards too. But production and supply line stuff is not the same as it was even a couple of years ago. So it's important to keep that in mind. How's the Jane V2 ME compared to CE? TBH is just as good. I like it just as much. Yeah, that's it. Aesthetic wise, it's a little different. I like it a lot though still. It's still the Jane V2 that you might know and you want it or whatever. Yeah, it's great. I don't know what else to say. I honestly don't have complaints about it because it pretty much types like a Jane and looks like a Jane, at least to me. Only so much you can say, yeah. Well, I guess my point is mostly like, I don't really think that the design changes that, by the way, the designer you'd see decided on. If you're thinking, oh my god, it's totally Monocate's fault or whatever that they're changing to these magnets or whatever, these are all designers' decisions, by the way. Is that they're not that inconvenient, and I personally didn't have like a hard time. So it was a good build. It's interesting to see the magnets being implemented. But I mean, yeah, but it was a designer's choice to do that. So at the end of the day, what can you say? How is it sound wise? It sounds good. It sounds great. I haven't had the chance to like record anything outside of the build stream, which is currently on YouTube. If you haven't checked it out, there is a build stream, and actually I even put the timestamps for the typing. But it sounds great. It really does sound great. Need to differentiate? Yeah, that too. I mean, there is a push to differentiate what you've done before and what you're about to release now. I mean, if you think about it, like 3-4 years ago, you definitely were thinking completely differently. Like like the way you think about design might have been completely different. So. How do you think Milmax sockets would work with platelets for the build? Ooh, I don't know. Ankit might have some more insight on that, but I would say Milmax will work if you plan on, not pressing hard as first of all, and then using the shallow, the most shallow sockets. Iffy at best is probably right, as Futurebound is saying. I would say that you can try it, but maybe try it with 1 or 2 at first, or certain strategic positions, maybe around the corners or near the tabs or near the center, especially where there might be more bowing, and then go for the rest. So you just want to test it out first before you even try doing the entire board. Okay, hopefully these switches will stay in place. There are some switches that do seem slightly loose. Oh, this damage too. just have to press hard. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, turn on our soldering iron here. Get it ready. I haven't tried Millimax with this yet, actually. It's probably fine with cherry spec switches, but it's something I can test for you. Yeah. I'm sure they would appreciate it. But yeah, you definitely do want to test it out a little bit before you do the whole board. Okay. This is not 1.2 millimeter PCB. This is 1.6. It's just standard thickness. So yeah, 3305, which I think are the small ones, should work. They're the ones that don't extend as much as the switch pins. But yeah, just always check. Good habit to do that. Here for the Indian bread. Wait, Daal, isn't Indian bread is naan, though. Daal is different. Yeah, Daal is the actual naan. Daal, whatever. Come on, you can't say that. That's not nice. That's not nice. You can't just say whatever. That's the whole. I eat any of it is my point. Okay. You saved yourself. You saved yourself. But you know, I highly recommend not to go around, especially among people, you know, of different cultures, and tell them, hey, here I have staple dish A, and here I have accessory for staple dish, and they're the same. Like, they're gonna be like, no, you're wrong, and get out of here. We hate you. Like, come on, dude. That's not cool. Yeah, don't do that. Anyway, alright. I have non-clue apparently. I would eat both together, yes. And even on their own, because they taste fantastic. Alright, I'm gonna switch over to the noise filter just so you don't get too bothered. Moong dal is the best? Yummy, yummy. Yummy in my tummy. I'm starting to want some food now. Even though I ate dinner just earlier, talking about food really gets me hungry so quickly. Speaking of Indian food, really like paneer lately. Oh my god, paneer is so good. Okay, so I mean, one other thing about Indian food is that of course there's regional differences, and there's also difference between restaurant food and homemade food is huge. I appreciate both for very different reasons, and obviously have had very much more limited experiences with home cooked food. I mean, I've only had home cooked food when I visited friends, pretty much. But they're both good in their own right. But yes, paneer is wonderful. Never discount any dish for how they look or how you might think that the ingredients are, whatever ingredients they might contain. Some people might be like, "Oh, ew, paneer, like can't do that, doesn't look right," and whatever. There's people who kind of judge a lot based on the look, so just gotta try it at least once. Also, many ways to make paneer. So dal makhani. Anyhow, so if you haven't checked the Daal interest check, it is linked over on the build command. So just wanted to let you know that is going to be an in-stock sale for this board. This is the third version of the prototype, just some quality of life improvements here and there. Just as a note, the production run will support Win keyless layout as well as 10U spacebar if you are into that. Those are the main things. I believe the screws are slightly different from the ones I have here versus the ones that you'll get in the production run, of course. Production run, of course, is going to have everything nice and consolidated of the right sizes and whatever. So basically quality of life improvement here and there. You can expect between like what I have here and what you'll expect on the actually produced board. Yeah, I guess that's the main thing. Definitely been seeing a lot of plateless boards recently, which is pretty nice. Definitely also been seeing a lot more 60% lately, which is also very nice. I personally am a big TKL and 60% enjoyer, so I do enjoy seeing options. Of course, I can't participate in all the different ones, but it's still nice to see. All right, so let's just kind of talk about a little bit of the sponsored content here. So thank you again to Ankit for sending this out. Just wanted to let you guys know that for the GMK Polybius set that I just opened earlier, there will be an in-stock extra sale for GMK Polybius, I believe tomorrow at 8 AM Central Time, which is very early, so that's 9 AM Eastern. So basically, I mean, first hour in the morning, you'll see in-stock extras drop. There are a lot of extras, so I wouldn't worry too much, but GMK Polybius will be $10 cheaper on day 1 for extras. So day 1 extra pricing is $140, $139.99, so $140 plus you know, shipping and tax. And then thereafter it'll be $10 more expensive for the base kit. And I believe there should be like spacebar kits as well if you need that for extending the compatibility of your set. But yeah, those will be available on Space Cables tomorrow, so just so you know as a note. But yeah, I counted 10 60% boards running this month. Oh damn, that's a lot. Plateless is the new gasket mount and I'm here for it, TBH. Yeah, it's nice. Although, you know, it's funny, like plateless kind of exists in the sense, always exists in the sense that you could always run a tray mount 60% just without a plate, because you can just screw down the, technically that's plateless, but you could just screw down the PCB directly onto your case, right? And that essentially would be plateless. A lot of people used to do it back in the day when tray mounts were still a bigger thing. Alright, more sponsor related news. I posted a lot of this stuff on my own server, but I'm just gonna repeat it here just for you to know. The Ghostbusters officially licensed set through Novelkeys is currently live and in stock on Novelkeys. Ghostbustin'. It is under $100. I believe it's basically $100 for a kit full of novelties and with a lot of compatibilities. But yeah, I believe it's a PVT die sub. But you should check it out. Pretty nice, pretty cool set. I actually do have a set to show. We could actually put it on today if you guys really want it. Just check it out. I do have a set to show, so I'll actually show you guys that. I just remembered that I put it on the side and I didn't take it out earlier. So I'll show you guys the set in a bit. But yeah, Ghostbustin' live right now. Lightning, what was the kit going live? 139? Oh, that's a GMK Polybius. GMK Polybius. GMK Polybius for $139.99. Omnitype is currently running a big sale until Sunday, so this whole week. So go to omnitype.com/lightning for reduced prices on pretty much many different products from GMK SA dust pads, their Pokeballs, for the Pokemon licensed products, and so on. Let's see, Space also just put out a new keyboard design called the Frosted Acrylic 60% XT1 keyless, which is the Bubi, B-U-B-I. Basically, it's a collaboration between Ion Keyboards, Lubed and Space. Basically, it's an acrylic, stacked acrylic kit, or frosted acrylic kit, with 60% and XT macro column layout, and it's powered with a Lubed PCB. That one is currently running along with Pono Light. I believe Pono Light is currently running on space cables through Milky Way. It's Milky Way Pono Light. There's 2 base kit options, a bunch of novelties and colors, and of course matching dust pads and cables as well for the big color matchers. Yeah. But yeah, otherwise, check out all of the different sponsors and affiliates. You can go to lightningkeywords.com/sponsors or do !sponsors in chat. Check out all the links. We have like CVV Planet, Agile Shop, Prime Keyboards, Project Keyboards, Salvin, of course. We provide a variety of products. Connect Labs as well. Has polycaps and a bunch of desk pads and switches and whatnot. They recently released this new silent switch, I believe. So if you're looking for silent switch options, there's a new one available called the Gecko, I believe. Alright, so I do like HKB layout, but I tend to always go step control, so I'm gonna do stepped, or step caps, or step control, whatever you want to call it. Doing step today. Make sure it's not crooked. Oops. That's good. Really, step control? Yeah. I use stepped on everything because it just looks good to me. I still use control on that position for pretty much every single keyboard I have. So that's my choice, but I know people, some people don't like it. I don't really care about the legend that's on the cap. I do think I prefer caps lock as a legend just because it looks nicer. I mean, HKB might be the exception where control does look nice too. Or like you could just like use a maybe like icon moth if you're into that. But yeah. Are these clip-in stabs? Yes, these are TX stabs. These are TX stabs. Do you see Tiny signed with Evil Geniuses as a content creator? Ooh, wow. That's huge. I mean, Tiny is so big in the scene, honestly. She has been around a long time, and she's also just always has had a ton of exposure out there. So that's huge. Good for her. Congrats to Tiny. That's really huge. All right. Let's test the board for a sec. I'm getting my boy start early in the hobby. We're watching Diego stream together. Oh, I am so sorry. Hey, Miss Boy, I influence your father negatively by making him purchase things. But I guess that's you know, it's a good thing. Maybe you get to have new toys every so often. Just don't get him into resin. He can lube my switches. Yes, you might need those delicate hands, small and delicate hands to lube your switches carefully.
Igor.
Hello, Alpha Ad. Hello, hello. Calling the cops. Oh gosh. Alpha Ad, thank you so much for the 5 months. Appreciate it. Yeah, let's just do switch hitter for this. It's easier. Clear. Should be escape. Should be a numero here. And then pipe, tilde, backspace, enter, control, tab, and all my keys. And then let's just check my function keys. Good. Alright, nice. Alright, everything's working. Flip it upside down and slam it on the desk. I mean, yeah, I could do that, but what's the fun? I want to see these keys light up nice and individually, sorta. Oh yeah, I forgot about the LED. Let's solder that LED onto LEDs. I believe it's a function indicator. Oh wait, I'm gonna need that screw. How do I? I'm gonna have to test it out first, I guess. Let's see. This is a function indicator? Function layer indicator? Or is it? What is it programmed to? The ankit. What is this programmed to? Is this programmed to function layers? Oh, there it is. Okay, turned on. Okay, cool. So plus minus. All right. I thought it was set as a function layer key. Yeah, I think it is. So I think I just need to solder it in, and that'll be good to go. It's like not making contact from this side, but it's fine. Okay, it came out a little, so I'm just gonna push it in as I heat the pad up. For those who don't know, if you haven't soldered LEDs before, I recommend doing one leg at a time. So you do one leg sometimes, and you flip it over, it kind of shifts back. So you want to make sure it slots all the way in. So I heat up the pad, and as I heat up the pad, I push the LED in all the way. And then once you're done with one leg, you can do the other leg to fully secure the LED. Just do that, and you're done. Okay, and then now I can actually test it out here. There we go. Function layer indicator. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Alright, so do that for now. And clip off the extra bit here. Okay, so now we get to put it into the keyboard. Nice and quick build, as we are dealing with a smaller layout too, so that's pretty cool. Going to include either one or two, not sure yet. Nice, that's pretty sweet. I won my first bongo invoice this week after 3 years entering basically every single one. Yo, let's go! Congrats, Busy Timmy. That's amazing. That's awesome. Alpha 4512, hello. How's it going? Okay. Alright, so the way this works is we first, well, I guess I should just do the daughter board first. So daughter board, I can skillfully put my JST connector without having to unscrew the weight. Like that. And it goes this way probably. Okay. There you go. And we put our screws in for the daughter board. Okay, and now we grab the O-rings here. O-ring grab here, and we put them over the tabs on the PCB. So you just grab one, stretch it all the way over, set it, grab the other one, set it all the way over, and the same with the other two. And that's it. So you just check that it's nice and straight all the way over tabs. Alright, and now I can just carefully insert my connector here. Actually might be a good idea to set it kind of closer. Actually might have been a better idea to... No, this is fine. This is fine. Okay, and then just carefully place this on the board like that. Just make sure everything is good here. Okay, I think that's good. Oh my god! Hello, Alex. Yo. Okay, I guess Ankit doesn't have anywhere to go now. Ankit was saying you were building a more interesting board, so he was gonna leave me behind with this board here. Alex, thank you so much for the gigantic raid. How's your stream? How's the Hex 3C? 3C? 3B? 3C? How's the day going? Day's going alright. It's been a long day, but it's been going good. Going well. A little overcast and rainy day here today, but other than that, other than the slightly depressing weather in New York City, it's all good. We went from one plateless O-ring board to another plateless O-ring board. Plateless O-ring, the new big thing, eh? All right, so that's that. Just gotta make sure everything's nice and straight. And just place our top piece. Alignment pins are there too, which is nice. Nice quality of life improvement. Hopefully all my switches are nice and straight. I really hope. And we now put screws on back on the case. Is it rude to call O-ring overrated? You can call overrated whatever you want if you want to do that. I don't mind. It is a hobby of preference, and you can call whatever you want, however you want. It could be overrated to you, but for some others, it is like the best thing. Yeah. I mean, that's like calling top mount overrated, which again, for it all depends on history too, a little bit. Like at different times, the certain mounting systems were more popular than others, and so it's been shifting a little bit here and there. There's
Lightning
little O-ring
keyboards,
and big
overrated
O-ring.
Keyboard streamer me go.
Eric, thank you so much for the 16 months and for the nice overrated compliment. That compliment might be underrated though. Eric, just another overrated K-pop fan. Daal is bumping. Hey, Justin, hello. Speaking of Justin, we will be building the moment later this week. I'll announce the time specifically later though, but I haven't yet set a schedule for that. But it will be later this week. One more. I have another build coming up first, and then I'll be doing the moment 60 after that. Yeah. All right. Ooh, nice. Looks sweet. So I guess the question is what keycap set do we want to put on today? We have a variety of options. Of course, we always have beige. I have double shots, like I have 9009, I have Hangul or whatever. I have like CRP. Yeah, KA 1953, totally doable. Beige? Okay. Okay, beige. Nice and good old boring beige. It is. Alright. Alright. I'll go get the keycaps and I shall BRB very shortly. Okay, I am back here. Tornado, hello. Watching Brooklyn get clapped today. Tonight's a good night. Alright, so let's see. I believe this is my GMK K1953. Yep. So let's start with that. Ooh, cherry enter, very nice. Shift. Okay, so I am putting Hangul on the on the board, so I'll probably put those in a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll just use arrow keys for win keys, basically. I do have the original win keys here, but I do like arrow keys too. 7, 8, 9. All right. How have things been? Things been all right, Tornado. Been busy. Been well though. Yeah. I mean, I did get COVID one time. That kind of sucked, but I'm recovered, so it's no problem anymore. But other than that, I'm doing all right. Just trying to hang in there with work and stuff, and trying to keep it real, you know. Alright, I believe the number is what goes here, so I'll do that. Okay, I think that's that. And then, this has an FN key somewhere, right? I gotta have an FN key somewhere. Let me look for the FN key first. Could use an arrow key, but let's go for the FN key here. Ah, there it is. What spring is in the switches? 55 gram, I believe. Ooh. Wait a minute. Yeah. That's right. Take this off without no. Nice windowed key. Pretty cool. I don't know why I had a separate bag for this. I'll just put it back in there. What other sets can I get a cherry enter? GMK. The one that Space Cables ran. Was that GMK Classic Beige? Or did they call it GMK Classic Beige? The one that Space ran. That one should have the cherry key. Retro Zuyan ran like a novelty kind of kit that had it. So there's that one. What else? MC's Beige extensions, yeah. Which hasn't run, so that unfortunately you have to wait for stuff, which can be a bit of a long wait, right? That said, the other sets have not yet been produced, so it's kind of the same thing. So, but yeah, these are some of the options you do get. All right, let's Hangul Beige. Oh, this must be my original 9009 set based on what I'm seeing here. I took it off from my board and then never organized it back. Happens all the time. Heiny Beige does not have cherry enter. Yeah, I believe that is correct. Heiny Beige is indeed coming up. At some point in the near future. I'm not sure exactly when. List of times Hangul Beige lost. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Yeah. You can leave this set on when you ship it back. Thanks, Diego. Oh, where's my pipe? Oh shoot. I don't have my. Where's my 1U pipe key? I don't see my 1U pipe key here. Give me a sec. I think I should have a 1U pipe somewhere. Be right back. Okay, back. All right. One new pipe, and we'll put 2 artisans on the corners. I don't know what to put on, but we'll see. Hello, hello, soy Kakaroto. Hello, welcome. Alright. Kind of want something a little different, I guess. Kind of like this keycap. This is a Medusa by... Oh, I forget the maker's name. The exact name of the maker I sometimes forget. But I kind of like that. Might do that, why not? Might do 2 caps that don't quite match necessarily, but I like. Let's use this. Tika ice cream. Look at that. Very cool. That blue Clack Skull ripoff is gross. Is it a ripoff though? Alrighty, and let's put the typing test up here. Okay. That focus nice and sharp. Okay. Very nice. Okay. So let's turn off the music here and try this out. Okay. All right, here we are. Ready to type. So today we have an ankit works. Oh no, this T is slightly off. That's gonna bother me. This T and F are slightly off. I'm sorry about that, guys. I thought these were completely in, but I guess they're not. I'll fix those in a bit. But today we have a ankit Daal prototype. These are currently, this is currently built plateless with Gateron X switches. They're linears. They're lube with 205 and with 55 gram TX springs. And I guess that's it. There's no plate. It's plateless. Alright. So let's type on this. Sorry about the crooked key. I actually did not notice that earlier. I don't know why. But now that I put keycaps on, it's very noticeable. Alright, friends. Yeah, they're just not fully seated. It's because it's plateless. So they must have come up slightly when I was heating up the pad. Which happens sometimes. Sorry. Yeah. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds really good. Oh, sorry, I raised my voice a little too much, but that sounds really good. That sounds nice. That sounds very nice. Let's go over the modifiers really quick. Sounds great. It sounds really nice. Left super is crazy. This one. It's very nice. All right, that those crooked keycaps bother me so much. I need to repair it right now. So we're gonna do that right away, and I'm gonna type on it again because I can't forgive myself for having a crooked key. So. But it happens all the time with plateless and slightly looser pins. All right. So, okay, T and F are the main culprits. Sounded kind of like a keyboard. The caps lock light is lit. Yeah, that's a function indicator, function layer indicator, rather, to be specific. Okay, so this guy here. Put the music on for a sec. And these guys here. All right. Well, 233 viewers. What the? Mr. Alex rated earlier, but also a lot of people stayed, which is so nice of them. Okay, let's see now. Okay, I think it looks good now. Let's see. You guys can correct me if I'm mistaken, but does it look fine now? Oh, the T still looks slightly off, doesn't it? Oh no, it's just... Is it the housing? Is it slightly loose? Oh. Okay, that looks okay. But I can press it slightly more and see if it's just the housing. But the mods look pretty good. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Right? They don't look as cursed as earlier. Yeah, I think this might be just the wobble of the housing. Oh yeah, okay, this D keycap has some bit of wobble here. Okay. Otherwise, I think that looks pretty good. What are your favorite mounting methods for playlists? Is this one of them? I'm enjoying this. This seems to be pretty nicely implemented. That said, I think playlists, as long as, for me, it's more so as long as it doesn't have any extremes. So neither, like, bouncy actually I can tolerate more than stiff. So I guess I don't mind if it's slightly on the bouncier side. But for example, if it's uneven, like if it bottoms out somewhere or something like that, that would be a little bit less tolerable. What else? What is this mounting style called? You could call it plateless and O-ring, because it does have these O-rings that basically sit on the case, and then there's no plate between the PCB and the switches. I mean, a descriptive name is basically what it would be. Yeah. There's no proprietary name to it, but yeah. Facts on God for real, is there where to find them buzzing keyboards? Sheesh! Please don't read that actually, sorry, too late. Too late, my friend. Straight spin on God. Yeah, no cap, all facts, no printer. No kizzy? That's the thing? Man, I really can't keep up. I guess there's ways to say everything now. All kinds of ways to say things. Keep in on a stack? Yeah, I think I've heard that one. Yeah. Alright, nice. Let's give this a shot again. Alright friends, here we are back on this typing test. Typing sounds now with not crooked keycaps. Again, these are Gateron X on a plateless build, so PCB only. PCB's regular thickness, 1.6 millimeter thickness PCB. This is the Daal prototype from Ankit, and you can find the information about the upcoming sale for these boards on the intercheck on Keycaps, which is on the build command. But yeah, and right now we have GMK K1953 mixed with some Hangul Beige and whatnot. Entrance crooked. It's fine. Alright. Oh, wait, did I reset this? Did it not? Ah, there we go. Huh? That showed up, right? I still hear the sound. Where's my typing? Hold on. VL. It shows in the. Oh, there. It shows in the tester. It's stuck in a function layer or something. Huh? I'm confused. Hold on. Oh, weird. Where did my key map go? Oh, my key map is gone. Look, my key map is completely gone for some reason. How did it reset? But look, VL, look at my key map. My key map is gone. All right, I can map it back again. I don't know what happened. How did the key map disappear? Tab QWERTYUIOP. Oh wait, backspace. Backspace. Control ASDFGHJKL. This. Bro, you in software? Yeah, I know, right? I just have like bad RNG in life, I feel, and it just kind of doesn't work out when I want it. Okay, and then let's just do that. Up, left, right, down, delete, caps lock, page up, page down, and okay, that's all I need. So I'll actually just save current layout and save it to my folder over here. File, VL, whatever. Daal. Okay. Alright, cool. Alright, now it should work. Not seen Via do that before? Yeah, I've never seen Via do that. This is a VL, Vial. But yeah. Alright, well the key mat was gone. Now we can type. Sorry about that. This is Vial, the web-based Via that they moved to. No. Vial is developed by a few different people, I think, as like an alternative to Via kind of thing. It was back in the day when people would were complaining about Via pushes not like pull requests not like Via PRs rather not going in as quickly for approval. So like some people like decide to make their own app kind of thing. Also to implement a bunch of QMK stuff. But yeah. All right. Let's try it out. Anyway, I do suggest always saving your layout just in case things like this happen. So, all right, here we go. Wow, 135. Wow, that's on a very good rhythm here. Damn, if I didn't choke there, I could have actually beat my PR. Pretty good. Very nice. Very nice. It's very focused. It sounds great though, right? It sounds great. What is this theme in monkey type? This is the Dracula theme. Daal indeed makes you type faster. Yes, make sure to eat some Daal and then have a Daal keyboard, and then you will type faster, confirmed. Make you better at gaming. If you want to be as good as Quappa in Valorant, get a Daal. It'll make you just as good. Because Quappa is Valorant god. According to people in my server, people are like, oh my god, how do you ascend so quickly? But anyway. 10U makes you pro. Yeah. Alright. Here are the modifiers again. Oh, this one gets stuck a little. Okay. Let's ignore that. Oh, it's because I closed it a little too close to this side. Actually, shift it. Can I shift it? No. Yeah. Okay, I think I closed it a little too close to the left instead of the right. That's probably why it reset the layout. Yeah, I think actually that might be the case. Maybe the RP 2040 has that behavior. Yeah. Maybe it probably clears the EEPROM, which probably does that, yeah. And is there any foam on this board? No, there's no foam at the moment. Yeah. Boot magic is set to escape. Yeah, okay, that makes sense then. Maybe I'll just loosen it up slightly. Shift it a little bit to the left. I mean to the right, my bad. How does it feel? It feels nice. So I would say it does not feel like a very, it's not like a bouncy board per se, okay? The O-rings, what they do is what they pretty much kind of isolate the sound and the typing itself, like the vibrations. But I wouldn't say it's like a soft typing feeling in the sense that it is like, oh my god, it's like a trampoline. Instead of that, I would rather say that it's more like it's more of like the isolation of the sound and the typing feel, and so it feels good, like to type on it. It feels nice. It's kind of just, it's a little bit more sturdy, but I wouldn't say it's like a trampoline kind of typing, which actually I enjoy. Probably, I'm not sure if I enjoy more or not, but sometimes I kind of crave something that's like a very like bouncy kind of feeling when I type, but sometimes I don't, and this is just comfortable to use, so that's like a good thing in my opinion. But yeah, so if you want something that's kind of just like, it has a very simple kind of construction, but yet it sounds and feels good in typing, and like it's neither going to be too soft nor stiff at all because there is no plate. I recommend it. I think it's great. I really like it. It pretty much is the same experience I had when I was at NorCal. So yeah. Yeah, true. I take out my Juby when I want some pretty bouncy. Yeah, exactly. So I really like the Juby when I want something bouncier. Yes. Or, you know, like if people have tried the thermal, like if thermal is also a bit of a different experience too, even though it uses like an aluminum plate. So yeah, I kind of just, at different times you just want different things, but if you want something that's like comfortable to use, I think this is pretty nice. And also it's very nice and simple, you know, the weight is internal, super clean look. Super clean look. Yeah. So yeah, Ankit, you did a great job. It's a very lovely board. All right, so oh yes, and Holly. That's right. Holly actually did the cat, right? If I recall, like it's like a commission kind of design. So yeah, credit goes to both of them because it sounds and feels great. It also looks nice. Do you see my heart under the weight? Oh no, because I didn't take out the weight. I did not take out the weight. Sleep Dealer did the PCB. I just watched. Credit to Ankit for watching, being professional watcher. And Holly and Sleep Dealer did the very easy work. Just kidding. But yeah, no, it's great. This types very nicely. Looks and sounds like a keyboard. It sure does. Very nice though. I do really like the clean look of this keyboard. It's probably something that I have to say. It's like a silver, nice and clean silver board. Nice and clean aesthetics, right? It's kind of like one of those things that will be like a nice desk staple, desk classic for your setup. And HKB layout, it's beautiful. I do always think that HKB layout is the most aesthetically beautiful layout for 60% in my opinion. The symmetry is nice, and just overall it looks very, very nice. I mean, of course, it also depends on the design of the board, like the bezels and all these things. But yeah, let's show you. Yeah, so just showing you up close what it looks like here. So there it is. You can see a bit of the PCB peeking there. And when keyless will be offered in the group buy, by the way. In stock. 50 units for the first run, right? Okay. There will be HKB units and when keyless units, and you can also do 10U for the spacebar. But look. Very lovely. Side profile is very clean, very nice. Yeah, no, great job. Very, very nice board. Really enjoy how it sounds, and how it types. It supports 10U. Yes, it does. It does. Yeah, definitely would not say this is like it's not a bouncy thing at all. But it's nice. You can tell that the O-ring is doing a job there. It really feels typing close to the desk because it is quite close to the bottom of the case. So you can definitely tell that the vibration when you're typing gets isolated by the O-rings and gets transferred over to the base. So it definitely has that close to the desk sort of sound and feel. But at least it's not like a, you know, like a, just like a massively vibrating unit that's kind of like, you know, that kind of sounds weird because of all that going into the desk. Like, at least it's not all that. The O-rings are definitely doing their job, kind of like keeping it relatively isolated. But so yeah, pretty good. Is this an O-ring keyboard? Yes, it is. Tomago Shiri. You mean like a real Jane? Sure. Yeah. So, actually, the Jane V2 has a bit of a similar kind of experience. I would say, where it kind of like for TKL especially, it kind of feels like it's a bit closer to the bottom, but it is still top mount. Right now, I think I have an O-ring, but yeah. Why do you build German ANSI? No? Oh, it's because this is the G802551 HAD set, and I have GMK missing keys. But yeah, yeah, it is German ANSI basically. So he wants you to do ISO. I'll do ISO at some point. I don't know when, but I do have a bunch of ISO sets, so I probably should do ISO to use them natively. Yes, no. Anyway, yeah, classic silver boards here. Like silver is such a classic, you know, looking tone. As you can see, both look very clean, very nice. But yeah, you did your one ISO board for the year. I did do that brutal 65 with the ISO novelty, so that was kind of like the one for the year. Yeah. By Vasilisa. Yeah, Vasilisa is the set that I used. Okay, any questions or anything else that you guys wanted to know or hear about the board or anything like that? I think I'm pretty much done for the night. Eyesore. Oh my god, I remember that. That was really funny. Let's see who's streaming right now actually. Can you taste the Daal? I can't taste it from here, but I actually do want some food now. Although I'm not that hungry, I just kind of want it because it tastes so good. Does this come with a signed photo of Ankit? You can ask Ankit in private about that. I can personally DM you an image of his shaved head. Gatex R1? Yes, these are the yellow stem ones. Yeah, so R1 Gatex. Let's see, I see Keep Noob, it's Firewire, Interloper Creative, currently also streaming. I see Mr. Frank Inomushiki, streaming as well. I see some newer people, Common Bear. And I think that's it for keyboards. No, I don't see too many other keyboard people right now. We could rate maybe like Interloper or Frank maybe if you guys wanted to see. Raid Keep Noob, I'm going to watch her anyways. Or we can go raid Keep Noob as well, yeah. Keep Noob is currently doing a Gridiron prototype build and is gonna do a giveaway sooner than later. Alright, let's go raid Keep Noob. Any raid, hello Keep Noob. Hope you had a great start to your week. Yeah, go hard. Alright, nice and wholesome message. Alright, friends. This is the first stream that you've not sounded congested. Oh, thanks, Juan. That's such a good thing to know. I'm definitely past that stage now. Oh, so glad. Considering that the weather is also getting colder, I'm gonna have my flu shot soon too. Alright, friends. I'll see you all later. Take it easy. I'll be building the Daalis for somebody else next stream, and then after that you'll see me build the Moment. I'll announce more details on the Moment build later on, but I'll catch you guys later this week. You'll definitely see me around. So peace. Let's go.